Michael. Welcome to the Gig Life. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Good. Yeah, we're honored to have you here. So tell us a little bit about your gig.
Well, I've been an artist for a good 30 years. I started with computer graphics mostly, but didn't really enjoy it so much because it was too clean. I really wanted to dive into really working with paints and things like that. I use all kinds of different paints. I use Sharpie pens. I use pencils, acrylic. Really mixed media is my preference. I do some figurative work, but abstract is really kind of my forte.
That's awesome. So we've heard that you work with some seriously impressive people in the art industry on the art side. Tell us about who you've worked with.
I've worked with Outkast. As far as a lot of the big rap and hip hop bands, I've worked with Outkast, Ja Rule, Too Short. The list is really long. I should have probably brought it. I do a lot of artwork, sort of in the behind the scenes and things like that. Maybe you've heard of Killer Mike. I'll post some pictures of. We did the Adidas video for him. I did a huge backdrop photo that they gave me from California to work with, but I turned a small photo into about a 15 by 15 foot backdrop for him. So I've been able to work with a lot of stars. It's been great.
That's amazing. If you had to pick. By the way, I love Ja Rule, so.
Yeah, he was fun to work with.
Yeah. If you had to pick one thing that you liked most about your gig, what would it be?
The people that I get to meet as far as out when I'm doing art in that capacity, and then being an artist, painting is a very individual kind of thing. You get to have that private time. I love just kind of sitting. I really don't have people watch me paint very often. I kind of go into a room and my wife will be like, Michael's in there drawing or something, and it's just the piece that it brings me is way beyond the fact that I enjoy it. It's just, it makes me feel good inside.
That's awesome. And if you had to pick one thing that you liked least about your gig, what would it be?
Probably trying to have to sell myself, because as an artist, I feel like on the creative end, that's where I excel. But I'm learning how to be better at showing my work and with social media, and that's where I've been. I really need some help there, But beyond that, I would say that it's just so fulfilling,
Gotcha. Okay. And for all the future artists who are aspiring to work with some of the big names that you've worked with, what's one piece of advice that you could offer them that might help catapult their platform?
Practice, do a lot of drawing, but most importantly, if you want to get into doing videos and stuff like that, or get into the music or the film industry, be willing to start off kind of not making a lot of money and doing stuff that may not necessarily focus on your art. So you may have to get in there and do other PA kind of things to get to the level of having your art actually represented in a video. So start small, but have a goal in mind, and you'll do great.
That's awesome advice. And I hear all too often that someone didn't take a gig because it just didn't pay enough, but they could have met hundreds of millions of dollars of opportunity on the set, and they just didn't take it because it wasn't enough up front.
That is so true. It really is. So, anytime you're going out and meeting people, it opens doors to the next person that you're going to meet. And when they see your stuff, or even just your attitude lets them say, hey, I want to work with this person, you're in the door.
Right.
You really are.
Well, that's amazing. Thanks for joining us on the Gig Life. We were so happy to have you.
Thank you.
And is there a way that, all these future artists can reach out to you on social media? Do you have a social handle?
You know what? I don't. And that's what I'm hoping to put together soon. So please check back and I'll have all that ready for you.
All right, we will. We'll check back. Stay tuned. All right, bye, Michael.
Thank you so much, Brianna. Bye.